The fun thing about the Silver Eagle series is the fact that it is 40 years old. And inside of that, we have a lot of special pieces. Uncirculated, burnished, special features, the regular proofs. And every once in a while, we just take a look back and remember some of the significant pieces. And tonight, we have two price crazy, end of the era type pieces we have to chat. So if you remember, the Silver Eagle, when it was first introduced in 1986, had an uncirculated coin and a proof. And it's been that way pretty much every year through this year, 2024. However, where the proof was made changed over the years. The first 7 years, 1986 through 1992, was San Francisco. And then they threw us a curveball, but a good curveball. Philadelphia is going to strike the proof now. And we're going to put the P mint mark on the silver dollar, which has never happened before in U.S. history. However, we're only going to make the coin through the year 2000, our millennium. And then in 2001, West Point is going to take over. And it's going to strike all of our regular issues from that point forward. And they still do today. 25 years later, they still strike the W's, the primary, at the West Point Mint. So tonight, whenever we get an opportunity, we try to accumulate significant years. We're looking at the last 2 years of the Philadelphia Mint proofs. Now everybody, look at our price. What were the prices on the 2024s with my competition? The brand new coins from this year that you can still buy from the Mint directly. They're at $129 to $139 on the brand new coins. Well, here we have the two significant years, the last two of the Philadelphia Mint. And we're under $100 each. We're there $165 each. Significant savings on an agreeable, significant coin. But if you break it down, again, it's the 14th year, the 15th year in the program. It's the 7th P mint, the 8th P mint, the last two P mints. It all adds up. But now we can go back and we just look at those and try to just make sure if we got $100 and we want to buy a proof Silver Eagle, where am I going to go? And traditionally, you're pigeonholed into the last couple of years. Just buy what it is. Tonight, we can just take that off and go back to the good stuff. The end of the era, the last of Philadelphia. Now, the mintages, yes, they made 549,000 of the 99, and then they cut off the mintage at 600,000 of the 2000. Now, when you got into the early 2000s, many of you might remember this, the mintages started to decline because the popularity of collecting silver and silver dollars, the American Eagle program, was growing. We were now making 20, 30, 40 million Silver Eagles every year. And then the proof grew with it to where we were in the 800 to 900,000 numbers for a good part of the last couple of decades. Only recently did the U.S. Mint cut production again, just to help push and raise attention to these great, great classics. Now, what is a proof? And it's an important question, because proof is not a grade. Proof is a method of manufacture, how they do something. Circulation strike, a coin made for circulation, is just two dies, a piece of metal, right? And we slap it once. And that's our uncirculated Silver Eagle. Well, the proof is made for collectors, outright made for collectors. And the U.S. Mint started selling to the public directly back in 1950 with the proof set, and over time it expanded to other things like the Proof Silver Eagle program. A proof is taking the dies, the front and the back, and polishing them both. Then it's taking the piece of metal, the 1 ounce of silver, and polishing it. So it's Polishville. Regular coins are struck once, these are struck twice. the improvements in technology over the years gives us that contrast if we so choose. The U.S. Mint was working with that in the late 1980s, and they're still perfecting it today. But you can look at the coin. It looks like Lady Liberty's walking off to the west, but she's walking off the earth, right? It's like walking on air. In the background is that ocean in sight. That beautiful, beautiful, and it looks almost black, does it not? It's just how deep the proof is. Now, traditionally, again, as I referenced earlier, the Philadelphia Mint, the P Mint for short, is our main mint. And since they are the main mint, they don't have to mark their coins. So all through history, if you go back to the Morgan Dollars series, right? We had Philadelphia, San Francisco. We had New Orleans, Carson City, and the last one was Denver. Philadelphia, no mint mark. We know where that is. Denver D, San Francisco S, Carson City CC, New Orleans O. We marked all the branch mints. But this time around, from 1993 through the year 2000, this block, they decided to put the P mint mark on a silver dollar. And that's the second part of the significance here, on a silver dollar, which has never ever been done. And we just say thank you. The OGP stands for Original Government Packaging. Thank you for asking that again. And that is the coins in the capsules, that beautiful jewelry box. There's a certificate of authenticity, and that outer box. That's what it all comes together as. It's great stuff. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock, please. We're down to our last dozen or so of each. The your choice means you don't have to buy both. If you want to get the last one, that's the 2000. You want to get the 1999, the last coin of the prior century? That's fine too. Both at these prices? I get it. But tonight it's the last 2 Philadelphia Mint proofs in the OGP. With my competition at $165 each, we're just destroying it. We also have the brand new 24s to talk about. They've been out there now for about a half a year. And where are those prices? Yeah, my competition sells those for $20 to $30 more. We're going back to the good stuff, the fabled stuff. We talked about this earlier. With 40 years of history, we're going back and looking at the history and trying to accumulate the good stuff. They're all wonderful. Some just have better stories than the other. And tonight, well, the Philadelphia Mint rules. The P Mint mark is really nice, but under $100 makes it a sweet spot for all of us. Give us a call.